Hey YouTube, Film Geek here. Today I'm talking about the 1993 film Last Action Hero.
Where are we anyway?
Home.
Jeez, how'd you know there was a guy in there?
There's always a guy in there. Cost me a fortune closet doors.
Last Action Hero is directed by John McTierney, and it's starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as our hero and Charles Dance as our villain. With the help of a magic ticket, a young fan is teleported to the world of his favorite action hero. Last Action Hero was filmed on a budget of $85 million, and it only made $137.7 million worldwide. Only $50 million of that was from the USA. And the reason for these low ticket sales was because of a little film that was released the week before by the name of Jurassic Park. Actually, Arnold Schwarzenegger did try to talk the studio out of releasing the film around the time of Jurassic Park. He had a feeling that it was going to be a massive success, and it seems that Arnold was correct. The studio, however, didn't listen, released the movie thinking that Arnold's name was going to take out those dinosaurs, and well, it did not, unfortunately. The movie did go on to gain a cult following when it was released on home media. By this point now, this movie actually has finally made some money. Now, when Arnold was presented this script, when he read it, he absolutely loved it. He said it was one of the best scripts he ever read. He loved all the elements of drama, comedy, and satire. Charles Dance, also known as Old Daddy Lannister, he actually wasn't the first person that the studio had in mind to play the villain of this film. Originally, they had offered the role to Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman, however, felt that the pay was a little too low, so he turned down the offer. The studio then turned to Charles Dance and offered him the role. On the first day of filming, Charles Dance showed up on the set wearing a t-shirt that said, "I'm cheaper than Alan Rickman." So what do I like about this movie? Well, I've loved this movie since the day it came out. My buddies and I went and saw this at the mall and just freaking loved this movie. This was the first time I'd ever really seen a film that satired something like this and was really meta and self-aware and all these things. These elements seemed really unique and different, and I just died laughing throughout the entire movie. But one of the things about this movie that's great also is that the jokes have held up. Being that this movie is a satire, sometimes movies like that kind of get lost in time. They're only relevant for the moment that they, came out. The best thing about this movie is that it's still relevant. Action movies haven't really changed a whole lot. Also, too, you can just tell that Arnold is having a great time making this movie. He just seems like he's a kid in a candy shop throughout the entire thing, making jokes about the action genre, making jokes about his own movies. At one point in the movie, they even do this whole thing where he plays Hamlet, and it's like his own way of playing Hamlet, and it's exactly how I would picture Arnold Schwarzenegger playing Hamlet if the role was ever offered to him. At the end of the day, I honestly believe that this movie will go down as one of Arnold's most beloved classics. It's definitely got the family vibe to it, so it's one of those movies, it's PG-13, there's a little bit of violence, but it's like PG-13 violence, So this is one of those movies that you can sit down with the kids, you can pop a big thing of popcorn, and just enjoy, an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie together. If you're curious and you want to check out Last Action Hero, well, good news for Starz subscribers, because you can watch it on that platform right now for free. Otherwise, you're going to have to rent it on a source like YouTube, Google Movies, or Prime. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of another Film Geek video. Thanks again for checking things out. If you liked what you saw here today, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications so you know when I put another one of these videos up, and give me a thumbs up so I know that you like what you see here today. Otherwise, folks, keep watching movies. I'm gonna.